Hey, it's your girl Tequila Shabazz with the Bridge Embassy for Black America.
And I'm Cassiopeia Uhuru of theblackmall.com.
And we're here at Muhammad University representing on a Wednesday night for
Justice or Else.
Absolutely. And behind us, we have some very, very telling numbers that we're looking at. And anyone who knows about the work that Cassie and I do, you understand that we're all about the support Black movement. And one of the ways that we really need you guys to understand is through this visual right here that Cassie is gonna start off by breaking down for us.
So a lot of people have been going around talking about the spending power of Blacks in America. And Nielsen has put out some numbers, and we're at about $1.1 trillion per year that Black people in America spend. Just Black people, only 14% of the population spends $1.1 trillion per year. But how does this $1.1 trillion break down in our spending? Where are our dollars going? Well, also through that information, we found out that only 2% of that $1.1 trillion is spent with Black-owned businesses.
So that
from
means,
Black people.
Oh, got it. I just want to make sure we have that.
2 Black-owned businesses from Black people.
Yeah.
But 98% of those Black Americans are spending with other businesses like your Walmart, your Target, your Best Buy, Arabs, Koreans, and everybody else in this country.
So what's 2% of 1.1 trillion? Let's break that down even further.
Right? 2% of 1.1 trillion that is being spent with Black businesses by Black people is $22 billion. Sounds pretty good at first, right? But when you then find out what 98% of $1.1 trillion is, you find out it's $1.078 trillion that Black people spend everywhere else except with their own people.
That's right, and that's why you have 5 of the top billionaires all belonging to this family right here, right? So then let's break that down a little bit further for the cast.
So we find out that, okay, what's that 14% of American population of Black people? Is it actually in numbers? 43 million people, Black people, are spending $22 billion with Black businesses and $1.078 trillion with everybody else. So what does that break down into per person? Each Black person per year only spends $511.63 per year. So in the entire year, 12 months, 365 days, 52 weeks, we're only spending $511 inside of our own businesses. But we then are spending $25,000.
That's a whole income
Per year per Black person in America. But then, Brother Daniel pointed out some other aspects. 43 million people represents all ages. So that even represents babies. So really, if we say a household of 4, and we know that the actual adults are the ones doing the spending, now you can say $50,000 if we count like a mom and a daughter are spending per person. So this is really where our money is not going far at all. And Tequila found another tidbit about this $500 that this very, very tiny $500 that we're spending with Black-owned businesses.
Absolutely. You guys know I love to track numbers. And that $511.63 that is going into our Black businesses actually breaks down even further, with only 2% going into businesses and 98%, again, yes, a repeat, going into the Black church. So the Black church is actually getting about $501 of the $511.63 that we are redistributing back into Black businesses. So that means the incense, the shea butter that you probably bought on Harold's
Chicken, or whatever chicken shack is in your part of the nation.
That's right. Most of our money is going into the Black church.
But then we also got some more information from Dr. Umar Johnson. It talks about $3 million
per week.
$3 million every Sunday is dropped into black churches. So that 98% of that $500 per person is then being dropped into these black churches, and when you count it all up nationwide per Sunday, that's $3 million. But then that $3 million on Monday is deposited where?
Into Chase and Bank of America, PNC, TCF.
So white banks, right? So really, and he explains further in a very quick video that those businesses, those banks are then using those monies to loan to more white lenders who are gentrifying your neighborhoods. So really, when you take that $500 out, you're only left with $11 that's really being spent per person, per black person in America on black businesses. What are you gonna do about it? So we got lots of different ways that you can turn this around. The Bridge Embassy tracks data. And so what's been happening here in Chicago or within the network of the Bridge Embassy in regards to tracking data and how we're spending our money?
Absolutely. So what we have done this year is about over $500,000. From January to September, we've done about 503 and some change, $503,000, which is $500,000 that we've done. The interesting thing that
by being done, you mean
that is being money that is going back into black businesses
by black people.
And 3,000 hours, that is service hours that flow into our community, meaning I'm helping the local organization that is owned by someone who is black in our community to help with their initiative. So we've done over 3,000 hours into those initiatives. And guess what? This number right here, 2% of black people supporting black businesses. The interesting thing is that with a little bit of education, we can impact this number. When you look at the participation rate within the Be Black Academy, it is actually double the 2% of the national average. So people with education actually do more. And supporting black practical, that is our primary goal in 2017, because this is not a boycott, this is not a protest, this is a lifestyle. And that means that we have to transition people through education, like what you see here, making it plain, so that you can go out and support. And we make that really easy to do. One way to do it, you can always go to theblackmall.com, that's THEBLACKMALL.com, and be able to find black-owned businesses nationwide in tons of categories. So whatever you need or whatever you desire, we can do that. You can also join your local organizing committee, a part of the Justice or Else initiative, to be able to get involved in lots of different actions for economic development, for health initiatives, for educational initiatives. There's so many different missions that come out of the Justice or Else movement, so that you can really get involved and be able to improve your communities, your environments, and your people. Absolutely. And you can always, here in Chicago, and you will see next year across the country, you can pick up your Neo Green book. And this is something that you can just carry in your purse, in your visor, as a quick reference to businesses that you can use on a daily basis. If you can't find it here, you find it Black Mall, vice versa. We work together. That's what we do. We unify our efforts and we move as a collective to get things done. Until our next education video.